1.
Welcome, Senator fans, to West Washington High School and Dr. T. Kermit Tower Gymnasium, where the West Washington Lady Senators are taking on the Mitchell Blue Jackets in a Patoka Lake Athletic Conference matchup, where the West Washington Senators coming in 3-3 on the year, Mitchell coming in at 2-6, and joining me tonight and for live action as well as Mr. Craig Akers. Craig, how are you doing?
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Nothing like a nice Thursday night girls basketball game here at T. Kermit Tower Gymnasium at West Washington. I mean, you couldn't ask for anything better.
Yeah, it's nice. Both teams went through a warm-up. We got about 6.5 minutes here before we get to live action. And again, going through warm-ups, West Washington looks healthy. I didn't see anyone too banged up. Cassie coming off that ankle injury that she had that I think has been kind of plaguing her a little bit, but she looked pretty good out there.
Right, she sat out the past 2 games. The one against Lanesville, she sat out. So that was the last game that the Senators have played, and she sat out that one. So, nice to get her back. And tonight we're going to need her. The Blue Jackets come in, and they've got a 6'2" player, Madison Robinson, who kind of leads their team a little bit, and we need Cass to step in and play some solid defense on her.
Yeah, Mitchell coming in, as you mentioned, the 6'2" sophomore is a starter for them. Also starting is Brooklyn Peterson. She's a freshman forward at 5'9", so some pretty good size that Mitchell's going to bring tonight. Also starting the Jordan Sarver girl at guard. She was a captain, it looked like, out there, and she's 5'8", according to the paper. Taylor Duncan, also coming in as a sophomore, is going to start for the Mitchell Blue Jackets, and then finally Jaden Schaff, the lone senior starter, and looks like the only senior on this basketball team, but that rounds out the top 5. Yeah, I got a quick rundown from Meredith as she's been attending this week's practices, and she was saying that the coaches have been preparing for Robertson in the middle and trying to take some of her game away. I don't know that she has very, very good range, but certainly if she catches the ball on the block, it's going to be a problem. So yeah. I think West Washington's going to look to put Lizzie Keltner on her.
I was going to say I could see us throwing Lizzie at her with Lizzie's size and athletic ability underneath. If it's not going to be somebody who's going to stretch you out, Lizzie is a great option underneath. Something that we haven't had in the past couple of years with 2 real post people who can guard the post fairly well.
Yes, I agree. For the Senators, going to starting out tonight, and I guess this is unofficial. It might change, but Ryan Russell, Sarah Stice, Cassidy Keltner, Lexi Griffiths, and Lizzie Keltner in the starting 5 for the Senators.
Yeah, that's the same starting lineup that the Senators have gone with most of the year. They did have to make some adjustments while Cassidy was out with her ankle injury, but that's going to be the go-to for these lady Senators this year. I believe they've kind of figured out that's their starters, and then they bring in both Browns off the bench to get some rest for those starters, along with Destiny Neefus jumps in. So,
and I see also dressing for the Senators tonight is
Ainsley,
yeah. Ainsley Nance. I was looking down the paper there a little bit, but Ainsley's going to be on the floor tonight too, and providing some relief when needed, mostly in the center forward spots.
That's one of those that I talked to Coach Russell a little bit, and he is big on her. She doesn't have a whole lot of basketball skill per se yet, but she's just a hard worker. She works really hard at practice. She does everything that the coaches ask, and they are just real big on her. So they're rewarding her for that work ethic. In these varsity-only games, usually she plays quite a bit of JV, but in the varsity-only games, she gets to dress and gets to be on that varsity floor. So,
well, and in my opinion, those are the things that should be rewarded. So that's really good to hear, encouraging, and good for her for kind of coming in, and the word was not a whole lot of basketball experience, but that kind of shows some of these younger girls, anyone listening, you don't have to be a great 3-point shooter or the best player on your team to contribute. If you just figure out how to contribute, what a team needs,
what a team
you find
needs,
that niche, and you're going to find yourself on the floor.
And that's exactly what Coach Russell said with Ainsley, it's her first year here. She hasn't been here through the junior high program or even with the varsity program, but she found what the team needed. They needed somebody to hustle, somebody to always be the one in the drill to help out, and she's getting rewarded tonight. That's good to see.
Yeah, that's good. Now, last time I was here, I think it was Christian Academy we played, and the Senators really in that late first quarter, second quarter got hot from the outside, and I really impressed upon me that we can put some points on the board quick if the conditions are right. And so I look for West Washington to attack from the outside tonight. Actually, not to say that we can't go inside with Cassidy, because I think things really start with her in the middle, but I also look to us to attack from the outside too.
Right. When we look at the average scoring for the Senators, Sarah Stice comes in averaging 19.2 a game. Already scored 115 points this year in only 6 games. Then we drop down, and I would have expected to see Ryan Russell or Cassidy Keltner in that second spot for the scoring on the Senators, but it's not. It's Lexi Griffiths who steps in with her 10.3. So, and then we drop down to Ryan with 9 and Cassidy with 9, and then we go to the freshman Lizzie with 5. So when you look at the scoring for the Senators, once we get past that 19 with Sarah, which I'm sure we're going to see more teams, kind of guard her a little bit closer than what we've seen so far. I could see us having 4 or 5 girls all in double figure scoring, averaging for the year.
Right, absolutely, because I think at any point Ryan can be averaging 20 points a game, and Cassidy can do the same thing.
That's
so
exactly right.
I think you're right, and that shows some versatility on our team.
Right. Well, we are about 30 seconds away from the start of the national anthem. So we're going to jump away, have that national anthem, and we will be back in just a moment. And we're back to live action here at T. Kermit Tower Gymnasium, where we've already said that the Lady Blue Jackets from Mitchell are taking on the Lady Senators from Salem. Mitchell does come in with a 2-6 record. West Washington is even at 3-3. Mitchell is coached by Jamie Cummings, who is 9-22 in their second year at Mitchell, where Darren Russell is 63-46, the most winning coach in girls basketball program history here at West Washington in only his 5th year. Last meeting, Mitchell was victorious, 66-39. That was last year. And overall, they hold the record of 16-1 against these Lady Senators. So definitely looking for some revenge by the Senators.
Yeah, I think the last couple of years, Mitchell has had a really great talent at guard. I think I know her. I can't think of her name right off the top of the head, but ended up one of the all-time leading scorers for Mitchell girls.
Correct.
And was a great player.
Yeah. So the Lady Senators come in this year, and they don't have quite the depth that they've had in the years past. But these Lady Senators can really put up points. We've already touched on the starters and how many points they put up, but they just seem to have the gas and seem to be able to knock it in from just about anywhere on the court. It can be 3 balls, it can be 2s. They just seem to be able to put up the points.
Yeah, our team definitely has the ability to get up and down the floor. They're all athletic. They're all fast girls. And again, we just kind of have to take what the other team gives us, and we'll see. I think with Mitchell's size, we'll see how they can handle some pressure. Maybe we'll come out and put some pressure on them, because again, I think our guards can certainly pressure them tonight.
I would say we're going to see a lot of press tonight. Okay. With the size on the court from Mitchell, we're going to want to speed them up, not let them get in a half court set. So I can see us really speeding them up and trying to get up and down the floor. We want to play this game in the 60s, where Mitchell's wanting to play in the 30s.
Yep. So we'll see. That'll certainly be a battle that will play out here inside the 4 lines, if you will. And so we'll be doing our best. I got to remember that people can see the screen, so I'll try not to communicate each finite detail.
Oh, it's good. I love being able to sit and listen. It's a pleasure. I got to listen to you on the games that I was away from during the regular season of football. I didn't get to hear you during the tournament run because we were, of course, doing live stream, but I love listening to you during football. So thanks for stepping in and doing basketball.
Yeah, we're trying our best. I'll try not to reference football too many times. Mitchell with the tip, and West Washington comes out in that man-to-man. We'll see where Mitchell tries to go. Like you said, it looks like they're going to be pretty patient on the offensive end.
Yeah, we do see the matchup of Lizzie Keltner on Robinson.
And it was a good take there by number 1. That's Jordan Sarver.
Yep.
And Mitchell comes out in just a little bit of a matchup zone, and they do get the turnover.
First turnover for the Lady Senators tonight.
Mitchell works it, and they're going to throw it out of bounds for their first turnover.
They're going to give it right back to us. So going to even that up at 1 apiece on the turnovers there. Pretty nice crowd here for a Thursday night girls game. You can't really expect too much more than this. Ball inbounded. Wow, that's quite the way to start off to Sarah Stice.
Sarah kind of makes one of those, not a typical mistake, but you don't want to pick it up there that far out. And, again, some pressure from Mitchell is giving us a little bit of trouble right now.
Yeah. This is the first team that has really pressured the Senators, so we're going to see how we do. We graduated our longtime point guard of Hattie Griffiths, so Ryan Russell and Sarah Stice are kind of doing point guard duties by committee. Stice
Sarah with a
deep
long three,
bang,
and it is nothing but net. That comes off her hand well. I tell you, there was no doubt in that one.
Mitchell quickly to the front court.
Good recovery there by Griffiths, because the offensive rebound, that was going to be a wide open layup. And we finally give it to Cassidy, and
Keltner goes down the lane and thought she got hit, but ends up getting nothing but air on that one.
She thought right. she got hit on the elbow pretty hard, but no call. Like Mitchell going to run some pick and roll. And Mitchell fires a 3. That's number 0, Duncan.
Wow, they're going to let him go there. That's going to be
man.
We're going to get a turnover on that one. Brooklyn Peterson with the rebound, but then going to turn it over. These officials are definitely letting them play, so.
Yeah, Yeah, I was watching Mitchell's coach, and he didn't, but he really wanted to give the refs some words there.
Senators with a turnover, and that is Sarver's second 2-point bucket.
Another turnover by the Senators is going to end up to another layup. No, a missed layup there by Mitchell. That's,
Keltner with the rebound.
3 Schaff on the miss. And the West Washington needs to just relax
slow it down
and get the ball in. And now they're bringing the rest of the crew up to give some help to the guards. And they are going to pass it long, and another turnover.
Another turnover for the Senators. That's already 4.
And they're going to go inside to Robertson.
Nice move there, but Lizzie Keltner bodies her up. Bang, another one.
That's Sarver for her
That gives
three-pointer, and Lizzie went to throw it in, and no one was open, but she stepped over the baseline, and we turn it over again. It's going back to Mitchell. I think it's going to be a timeout, West Washington.
We're gonna stick right here. That's the Senators are kind of in a mess. They're not getting the ball in very well, and then when they do, it's a kind of a lazy pass to any of the players. I've seen it go to Stice. I've seen it go to Keltner, and they're just not crisp passes.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We're not cutting to the ball well, and the passes that are going to the cuts are not very hard either. So the combination, we look a little flat. I think that's what Coach wanted to call the timeout and talk to them about. We'll see if we can't pick this up a little bit, but it's going to go back to Mitchell. They're up 7-3.
Lady Senators already with 5 turnovers, and we're not even 3 minutes into the first quarter yet. Senators go to a 2-3 zone look out of this inbounds play.
And Mitchell gets it in the middle, and that's on what you want to do on the zone, and it's going to be a foul on Lizzie, I believe.
Lizzie picks up her first.
Foul on number 42. 42, Lizzie Keltner, her first, the team first.
Jordan Sarver, guard, sophomore at 5'8". I'll go to the line and shoot a couple.
First one up and good. That's a good-looking shot there. She has been the total offensive output for the Blue Jackets so far.
So it's Sarver with 9, West Washington with 3.
They're going to come out in a 1-2-2 look. Senators get it over half court. Goes off of Keltner's foot. That's turnover number 6. Three minutes gone.
Good.
Nice job by
Great
Keltner.
defense there by Keltner. And she just needs to control it and see if we can't get on the...
Kicks out to Russell.
Get into our offense a little bit. Stice with the runner, just short. And it's going to go over to Mitchell. Coming up fast is number 3, Schaff. Mitchell reverses the ball. Robertson, that's what I heard was anything past about 10 foot. She's not all that great, but she kicks it out to number
Taylor
0,
Duncan.
And it's in.
We're going to get a foul on Sarver there. Oh, nope, sorry, that's Jordan Schaff. Going to be her first. I would guess we're going to see this game get called a little bit closer here after a while. Both coaches have been on these officials.
Well, if not, I don't think it's going to be to anyone's advantage because it's going to get out of control.
Malia Sloan steps in. Nice
Great drive
take by
there.
Russell.
She recognized the lackadaisical defense, attacked the middle, and got it to go with the runner. And now West Washington's pressure is going to try to create some of those turnovers as well, and we get with a bump there with Griffiths.
Going to be her first.
West Washington sticking there with their matchup in the full court.
So drive no good.
The pressure kind of created that, I wouldn't say out of control shot, but certainly rushed. And we did our job, got the rebound, and the possession arrow goes back over to us.
Starver checks back in.
Again, pressure kind of give us some fits, and again, luckily we're not going to turn that one over. But it was certainly a pass to nowhere.
That's something the Senators have got to clean up. They've got to throw passes to where they go, and somebody's got to be open. And we'll take that all day. I mean, if somebody's going to try to body up Lizzie Keltner, that's going to take a pretty big body to do so.
Right, and she did the right thing, went right to the rim and made something happen.
It's Brooklyn Peterson, her first, team second. Lizzie steps to the line where she's had a little bit of struggles. First one is no good. Lizzie Keltner is only a 38% free throw shooter on the year, so definitely has her struggles at the line.
Into the ball game for Mitchell, number 2, Lily Zeeks.
Second one, no good.
Ryan really working hard. We'll see what happens, and she does. With her effort, she gets the ball back for the Senators.
Mackenzie Brown comes in for Lizzie Keltner.
West Washington spreads this out. Mitchell in that 2-3. We'll see if we can't get a cut down in the middle.
It's thrown over the top to Griffiths. Griffiths drives, leaves it off for Brown. Comes back to Lexi.
And that's a reach. They're gonna have to clean that up, or it's gonna get bad.
Nice body there by Lily Zeeks, who steps into the game at that last dead ball. It's going to be a deep 2. No good. Brown ties it up. Jump ball.
Also in the ball game for Mitchell's number 13, Malia Sloan. She was battling there for that rebound with McKenzie. And Mitchell turns it over.
Nice job by the Senators to come out of there with that one. That makes 4 turnovers for the Blue Jackets. We're going to get a hand check there on 13. Malia Sloan. So, first we couldn't get a foul. Now we seem to get quite a few. So,
yeah, I think they recognized what was going on. So they're going to try to.
Nice move by Cass. Up and no good.
Hopefully they'll get some of this back and forth over with in the first quarter, and the rest of the game will kind of flow. That was a good shot by Cassidy, just didn't go.
It was a nice fake by Cass, too. That's a 3. No good. Griffiths comes out with the rebound. Stice for 3.
Man, it was in and out.
In and out.
Just didn't go for us, and down 7 here early for the West Washington Lady Senators.
It's hard to switch over to that Lady Senators, isn't it? When you spend so much time just saying Senators, it's a hard switch there. But
Mitchell again being patient. They enter the ball into number 1. That's Sarver, and there's a big rainbow 3, but it didn't draw any kind of iron. Here comes Stice.
Stice drives down to the baseline. Kick to Russell. Russell for 3. Bang. Gives her 5.
Second 3 of the game for the West Washington Senators. Lady Senators, that is.
We're going to get a reach on Russell from behind.
We've done everything right there, and again, I think 2 minutes ago that wouldn't have been a foul,
right.
But it is.
It is
again,
now.
They're trying to control a little bit at the end of this first quarter.
It's been a pretty quick first quarter. I'm used to those football quarters that seem to take forever sometimes, and we're down to 1:43 here to go in the first.
Yeah, and Mitchell got away with bringing in 2 or 3 of their subs and giving some of their starters some rest. We'll see how that plays out the rest of the game. Because again, West Washington a little shy on depth.
Yeah, Robinson is back in along with Lizzie Keltner. I think that's going to kind of be the flow for tonight. When Robinson's on the floor, Keltner's going to be on the floor.
Peterson drives in the center of the West Washington defense and turns it over, so that's going to give it back to the Senators. But
we're going to turn it right
just
back
like
over.
that, we give it right back to them. And we're approaching 10 turnovers here in this first
Yeah,
quarter.
we've got 7.
That's Sarver again, and again, just a great move.
Another turnover, 8.
Yeah, I think West Washington just needs to slow down a little bit once we get it down there.
Nice rebound by Russell. This is where we've got our 2 bigs on the floor. We need to find one of them, doing something low, getting somebody pinned and sealed down there.
I agree.
Running the weave, goes to Keltner. Keltner with a pump fake, drives back out to Russell. Good look, nothing there. Russell for 3.
Going to try one.
Bang.
She's got it.
That's 8 for her in the quarter.
West Washington comes within 3, 20 seconds left. We'll see if we can't get a stop, maybe one more in. I think Mitchell's going to be happy to
they're going to
run this out.
Run this out, hold for the last shot. Can't say I blame them.
No, I think that's that. Oh, no, they're going to shoot it. And if we can just rebound that and go, we got 5 seconds. We got plenty of time. We're going to get a good shot at half court. Let's see if it goes.
Lexi lets it go. No good. So going to end the first quarter of play 14-11. Mitchell out ahead. We're going to step aside, have our first commercial break from Lynx Clothing and Shoes, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Lynx Clothing and Shoes carries a wide variety of items from name brand clothing and shoes to sports apparel and sporting goods. We offer custom screen printing and embroidery, free gift wrapping, alternations, and layaway. Our hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5:30, Friday, 9 to 6, and Saturday, 9 to 5. We are conveniently located on the north side of the Salem Square. We are a family-owned and operated business. Stop by and see us today. 812-883-4154.
Back to live action here at T. Kermit Tower Gymnasium, where the Senators do trail 14-11 to the Mitchell Blue Jackets. Been a up and down first quarter with quite a few turnovers. The Lady Senators have 8, and the Lady Blue Jackets have 5. So,
Yeah, I think Coach probably wasn't very happy with that first quarter. The only thing he can be happy with, though, we look up, we're 1 possession out of the ball game. You know what I'm saying? So, we may have got away with a bad quarter. I think if we start cleaning this up a little bit, it's looking good for the Lady Senators.
Yeah, I think we're going to see Lexi Griffiths do a lot more of the ball handling here in the second quarter. Russell turns, floater up, no good. Come crashing in.
Great job there by
his Lizzie Keltner.
I love to see the hustle right there. And again, knowing that they might not be calling it real close.
Yeah,
make something happen.
Senators in a 2-2-1.
Ooh, she almost put her second hand on there. And
we're going to get a call from the back official.
That's
going to be Lexi Griffiths' second, 4th on the team. That's a foul I don't like to see called from behind. If you're going to get that one, that's a call from the official in the front.
I agree. Yep. We're working hard to get the ball into
Robertson.
That's going to be a turnover, and here comes West Washington. Up fast to Griffiths, and she tried to get it on Lizzie Keltner, and she got bumped pretty hard, and there's going to be a foul call there.
That's going to be Lily Zeke's first.
Substitutions 3.
It's like that's her 4th team foul as well. Out of the game is Sloan. Into the game, I believe that's number 3 into the ball game, Schaff.
That's Sarah Stice with a 3.
In that first quarter, I think Sarver ended up with like 11 of the 14.
She had 11 of the 14.
And Ryan had
8.
8 of our 11, so it was kind of the duel there in the first quarter.
Which
is good to see Sarah get another one in there.
Nice job by Keltner just to wall up. That's one that she's had quite a bit of trouble with. She likes to go up and try to block the shots. One volleyball swat a game, but that one, she just walled straight up, which is good.
Mitchell does get it in there, and they're looking to get it into Robertson. She does, and Lizzie's right there to smother, and a good hard take there by number 3, Schaff. See that foul goes on.
42, that's going to be Lizzie Keltner, her second.
42, Lizzie Keltner, her second, Athena's fifth.
Just one of those you're going to have to watch. Coach, I don't know if he's going to sub her out necessarily right now.
Yeah.
Just don't want her to get her third, though.
Schaff with her first point of the game. Second one is no good. Cassidy Keltner with that rebound.
But she does unfortunately turn it over, and she's going to get a foul. Cass just needs to be more aggressive, in my opinion. She's just kind of letting the game happen, and she's the type of girl that can take it over at any point.
That one no good. That is Taylor Duncan. She's the one who had the other 3 points in the first period of play.
And she misses both, so we're getting some help here on the free throw line. Keeping it close, and another turnover. Lizzie with some great help and the block. And
nice spin move to Keltner. Keltner is no good. Going to get that one blocked by Robinson.
She returns the favor, and here comes Mitchell. And cross-court pass. Creates a good angle there for number 22, Peterson. Actually, very, very wisely gets it off the leg of Peterson. That was one of them, maybe one less dribble and bring it back out, because once you got in with the trees, it's hard to get it over them. There you go, Cass.
Cass with the seal. It's not able to get it, though, so out of bounds to the Senators' third turnover of the period.
Another thing to think about, I'm not a coach, but, a bounce pass in there. It wasn't a bad pass, I'm not saying that, but a bounce pass makes it a little easier for the big to catch as it kind of comes up into their body as it's approaching them.
Nice layoff there to Robinson for her first 2-point bucket of the game.
And West Washington does do a little speed there, and Sarah Stice draws a foul. Looks like on number 0.
Going to be Taylor Duncan's first.
Their coach Jamie Cummins, he didn't like that call. He got a little reminder that just to take it easy.
And these two teams definitely know each other.
That's a foul. That's a reach. If you don't call that, they're going to continue to do it.
Keltner for 3.
Robinson with a good block out. I got to give her that. That was a great block out. And when you let
that's
the ball,
got to be a charge coming back. Nice
job
by Cassidy Keltner. We're going to see a replay of that one. Rebound, and then they go the other way with it, but Cass does a great job of walling up there and just setting her feet and letting somebody run into her.
And McKenzie was trying to catch her. You don't want them to get the ball that deep, but if they do, that's exactly what you want from your big is Keltner stand up there and take that charge. It's not easy to let someone barrel into you.
Lexi ahead to Sarah Stice.
And this is where West Washington needs to. Hey, we broke the press. Shouldn't be in a hurry anymore.
This is where you jump into your half-court offense. A little bit of a weave. Sarah Stice for 3. Gives her 9, all on 3-point field goals.
Her third of the night, I tell you, it comes off her hand really good, and she's got a lot of confidence going right now.
Senators back within 2.
So, again, the second quarter has not been as clean as I think we can play. So, to be within just 2 points is a good spot for West Washington right now. Yeah.
That's going to be from behind on Lexi Griffiths.
And if it is on Lexi, that's her third.
That's
now.
her third.
Lexi Griffiths, her third, team 7.
And she, that's what the guards are supposed to do, kind of jump in there and help, but you try not to, slap down on the ball.
Right, that one was fine. The where she was, the problem was she reached down on it once Robinson got by her.
First one was up and in, right?
Yeah.
For Madison. It's Madison Robertson, by the way. If people thought I had some kind of mental breakdown, I thought we was playing Madison for a second.
Second one, no good. Going to be tipped out of bounds. So Senators are going to take over here.
Coming to the ball game is number 2. I think that's Zeke's. Going to give Robertson a break.
Yep.
He's probably going to try to get her a break and then bring her back in with about 2 minutes left.
Brown. That was
not a bad shot. It just didn't
that was
draw
Mackenzie Brown. Just really kind of out of rhythm there. That's a hard one to put up. You got to get stopped, and then you got to get it up in the air. So Senators down 3 here. 4:30 left to go in the first half of play.
Again, we'll see how the rest of this half shapes up. But with 4 minutes left, again, Coach can't be totally happy with how we've played, but we're close.
That was a shot by Lily Zeeks, and that was, once again, got a lot of backboard, but no iron. Keltner with the drive.
And
that's got to be a reach.
Oh, my goodness.
Over to Stice. Stice looks.
There you go. And I think that's more of a makeup call than anything.
Yeah. So that's 2 on Duncan, 6 total.
One more will be in the bonus because that might play a part here in the rest of this half.
Russell drives.
She's got the good shot.
Good shot, nothing there.
Canfield, first time
we've called that name.
Good pressure there by Madison Brown.
I'm glad you can tell them apart this quick.
Yep, go all with the number, my man. I had to look down.
Nice drive there by number 22, Brooklyn Peterson. Her second bucket of the quarter gives her 4. Another turnover for the Senators, 4th of the quarter.
Steal by Sloan, and Mitchell's going to see if they can't get another offensive possession here, efficient one that is.
We're going to step aside, have a commercial break from the IHSAA. We'll be back in just a moment.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Back to live action here at West Washington, where the Lady Senators do trail by 5. 3 minutes and 5 seconds left to go here in the first half. We were just talking during the break. It's just not been a clean half of basketball.
Yeah, it's again, a lot of things Coach is going to try to clean up here at halftime. And I think if we do clean it up, it's going to lead to so many more touches on the offensive side for us. We're going to end up, we're going to capitalize on those. A little surprised that Robertson didn't come back into the game, but good defense by West Washington. We didn't do anything too special, but we did get a turnover out of it. It's another takeaway these girls can learn from is sometimes you don't have to do anything special. Just be there, play deep.
Yep. Mackenzie Brown with her first 2 of the night.
Brings the Senators within 3. Another good defensive possession here, and we can tie this thing up.
I think this pace is faster than what Mitchell wants to play also. I don't know that they can play this speed with the Senators. They want to slow it down, play in the half court, where the Senators want to get up and down. And this is the first real time that they've slowed down and ran a half court set since the first play of the game.
And they turn it over. And so, actually, I think the the slowdown is playing into our favor.
Yeah.
The last 2 possessions have not been good. And I'll tell you what, if you let a girl ride her like that all the way down the floor, that's just...
Russell, no good, but Maddie Brown gets the rebound and is going to go to the line.
That was on 13. Aaliyah Sloan, that's her second team.
Aaliyah Sloan picks up the foul.
Second, that's on the shot, but that does put us in the bonus from here on out.
So she's going to shoot 2. First one up and good. Her first point of the night.
Our first free throw of the night.
This is the first time that Robinson's been on the floor and Lizzie Keltner has not, so I'm guessing Cassidy's going to draw that assignment. Second one up and good.
So 2 for 4 now from the line for the Senators.
Which I know Coach Russell likes them to be in the 75 to 80% range, and they haven't got there very often this year, so something that they're going to have to clean up and really focus when they're at the free throw line.
Good switch by the Senator defense.
And if Robinson's going to catch the ball 25, 30 feet from the bucket, the Senators are going to let her do that all day.
That's right, and Cass with a great defensive play with the block, and they're going to call a travel, but man,
that's a tough one because she gets run into by a couple of Blue Jackets there.
But good half-court defense here being played in the last 3 or 4 possessions for the Lady Senators. We're going to try to go into Robertson. We'll see if Cassidy can shut that down. We was bringing a double team there. Going to make someone else hurt us. Sloan with a pull-up, but no box out for Robertson. That's an easy 2.
That's her 3rd rebound of the quarter. 5th point. Almost a travel there by Keltner.
And with a good possession here, we can tie this thing up or get it close. Great move.
Stice too hard. Mackenzie Brown with the rebound, but unable to put it in for a 2 there.
Yeah, Robinson came over for the help and left the rebound for Brown. She was just unable to finish. They do finally get it into Robertson and kind of bail her out there. We'll see who the foul goes on.
There were 3 Senators there.
Go on Russell.
Going to go on Russell, her second.
Robinson's going to go to the line. She's 1 for 2 on the night.
That one goes up and rims out. I don't know how.
I seen the same thing you did. Anybody watching the live stream can see the same thing.
Yeah.
Stice ties it at the end.
That's a good bucket there by Stice.
Her 4th 3 of the game, and I tell you, this is not the half that the Lady Senators wanted. But you look up at the scoreboard, we're tied. Coach is going to clean some of this up, and I think we got us a good ball game.
Yeah, 24-24 here going into the half. We're going to step aside, take a few commercials here from the Washington County Community Foundation and the IHSA, and we'll be back in just a moment.
After 2 years of study and research, the Washington County Community Foundation launched its first proactive initiative, Youth First, in 2007. Their goal was to create a positive environment within the county where youth are valued, their needs come first, and investments are made in their well-being. In 2011, Youth First merged with the YMCA to best serve youth through their common commitments to youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. This merger allowed for further utilization of Youth First missions and the possibility to grow development assets in our community more initially.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. A referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now, as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Indiana did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
Interested in becoming a licensed high school official? Go to highschoolofficials.com to learn more and begin the application process.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Back to action here at T. Kermit Tower Gymnasium, where we're going to run down some scoring. The Lady Senators do end the first half with 24, where Ryan Russell has a first half of 8 points. Sarah Stice comes on strong there in the second with 9 in the second to give her 12 total. Cassidy Keltner and Lizzie Keltner are both held scoreless, along with Lexi Griffiths. Maddie Brown steps in and knocks down 2 free throws, and Mackenzie Brown has a 2-point bucket to bring us to the 24 that we had in the first half. For the Lady Blue Jackets, Jordan Schaff had 1 on a free throw. Taylor Duncan had 3. Those all came in the first quarter, where Madison Robinson had 5, and those all came in the second quarter. Jordan Sarver started off hot, had 11, didn't score in that second quarter, and then Brooklyn Peterson had 4, all in the second quarter. So that gives them their 24. First quarter breakdown, the Lady Jackets did lead 14-11. Then the second quarter, the Lady Senators came on with 13, where the Lady Blue Jackets only had 10 to make it a tie score at halftime, 24-24. The story of the game is the turnovers there. The Lady Senators have 12 in that first half, where the Lady Jackets only have 8.
Yeah, I think, you take, even if you just even the turnovers and we get 4 more looks at the basket, I think we convert at least one of them, and we're leading in this ball game. And so I think, Coach, in the second quarter, we did adjust to their pressure a lot better. If I was them, if they have enough gas, you touched on it. I don't know that they can keep the pressure up, but if they can, if I was Mitchell's coach, that pressure did give us problems at the beginning. I would be surprised if they don't at least start with that in the third quarter. But from the West Washington standpoint, Coach Russell says, hey, we created a lot of our own turnovers. We would get the ball and we would break their press, but then continue in that rush mode. Yeah. And that's when our turnovers. And that's
something that the Senators have to realize. Once you break that press, you can come out and run your half-court offense or your sets that you're going to run there. We looked really good with the weave out top with our 3 guards, and then finding a big down low once somebody came up to kind of help. And that's something that we can do once we break the press, but we've got to realize, hey, we've got to slow down out of that.
Right. I think we're we're dependent on the 3 right now.
Yeah.
I would like us to get some, and we tried it once, and the pass just got tipped and went out of bounds. But would like to see a little presence in there with Lizzie and Cassidy in the middle, and let that create open threes from the offensive side. So we'll see how all that plays out here in this second half.
Breakdown for you, Matthew. I know you're a numbers guy. We have 6 3-point field goals in the first half of play. We have 2 2-point field goals.
Yeah, and yeah, you can just see it play out, and it's great that we have those weapons, because both Ryan and Sarah, their range isn't just the step behind the line. It's 2 and 3 steps, and they're not forcing it up. I mean, those are nice form threes, and so those are good. But anytime you're shooting it from 28 feet, that's a tougher shot to make than if we get Cass in and let those 3 and 5 footers go in.
And you're going to get a longer rebound out of that too, which we rebound well under the bucket, and we don't rebound as well once we get away from the bucket. You know, those long rebounds are hard for us to get because we start, you know, with Ryan and Sarah and even Lexi at times, you know, a couple of steps behind the three-point line. Well, it's not going to come back that far, so you know we've got to come in, which is not their you know thing. They go up and they land, and then they're thinking, okay, retreat to help on defense, and you know, so that leaves that mid-range rebound out there for you know, the Jackets to get, which is where we kind of lack the rebounding overall. That's where they're getting the rebounds. It's not underneath. It's the 10, 12-foot rebounds.
Right. No, you're exactly right. That's what's happening. And so to take some of that variability out of the game, I'd like to see us focus down low. We'll see. I'm sure Mitchell wants us to take some of those shots. I know their coach is probably saying, man, they shot, you know, they hit 6 3-pointers from 25, 26
yeah.
feet. And he might not expect us to make them those in the second half either. So all that being said, we'll see how, again, we handle the pressure. I think that's going to be big. If we can cut down our turnovers, what do we end up with? 12 turnovers.
12 turnovers in the first half.
You know, if we can stay under 20 turnovers for the game, I think, because again, I think if we line up 5-on-5, we have an advantage, in my opinion, that we win this ball game.
And if you were to come into this game and tell me that Cassidy, Lizzie, and Lexi are not going to score in the first half and we're going to be tied, I would be shocked.
Right. Well, and I think that is surely a message that Coach Russell.
That message is going on.
Listen,
60 feet from us right now.
I don't think he spends a whole lot of time with other than a summary that this is not the first half we wanted.
Yeah.
Other than, you know, 3 of our starters didn't score and we're tied.
Yeah.
But I wonder what the message is on the Mitchell side, because I think they feel like they played a pretty good half.
Yeah.
And we'll see how that second half goes.
We're going to step aside, take a couple of commercial breaks, and we'll be back in just a moment.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now, as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Indiana did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
Interested in becoming a licensed high school official? Go to highschoolofficials.com to learn more and begin the application process.
P-side or whatever, and just send it over there.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. The program that I have just came out with a new file protocol that is a secure file. So you can send it 100% secure to wherever you want, as long as the person that you're sending it to, you know, gives you the information.
Credentials, right.
You know, and it works out, you know, super slick and really easy. So. And then Indiana SRN that was at semi-state, the guys that were sitting over on the other side of me, they do a lot of the Indy colleges, like UND and Franklin and those guys. They do a lot of their football games,
right,
and send them
As
to
is always
ESPN.
the case
Right.
with any healthy,
pretty cool.
thriving
Yeah.
organization, the core values and mission remain the same. We continue to work diligently to assist our donors in creating a legacy that is meaningful to them. All of our
back
success is
in
directly
15,
related
we're gonna let
to
the
generosity
Community
of
Foundation,
the sons and daughters of Washington County.
Commercial run out here.
We'll continue to help our donors give back to our community through our foundation
5.
and improve the quality of
Just in
life
time.
in our county.
Back to live action here at T. Kermit Tower Gymnasium, where the Senators and the Blue Jackets are tied after a first half of play, 24-24.
Ryan flirting with that.
That was a
court line,
very
but
interesting.
She knew what she was doing. It just was hard to watch. So West Washington comes out here, man-to-man for the Mitchell Blue Jackets, and we're going to run that weave, see if we can create a matchup problem.
We've got all kinds of people out there for the Jackets, and
And Ryan draws a double team and just unable to overcome it. It's a turnover the first possession here for the Senators. Shot goes up, good box out by Cassidy, and here she comes. And that's right where she needs to go with it.
Up, no good. Her sister with the rebound, no good on that one.
Robinson with the box out, and Mitchell controls it. After a couple possessions, we come up empty, but good to see Cassidy come out and be aggressive on that first possession.
I'm sure that was the talk in the locker room was Cass had to be more aggressive along with Lizzie.
Sometimes you're going to miss shots, but what she did with the good box out, down the floor and the pressure, that's what you want to see.
Turnover there by the Jackets ahead to Lexi. Lexi going to put it up, but then going to get fouled.
Put that on
Sarver, her first. Lexi goes to the line where she is an 81% free throw shooter on the year, 13 of 16. Leaves that one short. She was the one who sent the Southwestern game into overtime with her free throw ability.
See if West Washington can take a lead here since the first one from 3-0, I believe, or 3-2.
That one up and good for Lexi.
3 for 6 from the line for the Lady Senators on the night. Mitchell in a little different offensive look. They didn't run Robinson out out at the 3-point line. They're trying to come get that in and out action.
That's a three by Taylor Duncan. Lexi up the far sideline, goes into Robinson.
No foul. They're just going to call a block and out of bounds, but it's going to stay with the Senators.
Usually you don't get that call when the person who's playing defense leaves the ground. That's what Robinson did. She went up in the air. Comes out to Keltner.
And West Washington's going to settle for to set up their offense. Ryan with a good move and a block by Robinson.
Foul on Robinson.
We'll see if he calls it on her or maybe 22 with the body down low. Nope. Going to get Robinson on the foul.
Still only her first.
Good take by Brian. You know, good, hard, strong move.
Russell is 5 of 9 on the year at 55%. So that makes her 5 of 10 for 50%.
Again, the first free throws from her and Griffiths just on the short end. We'll see if she can't get comfortable here. That one looks good. Cass with a great rebound, and that not a bad shot by her sister, Lizzie. And it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to go over to Mitchell. I got caught up a little bit. Their radio crew got a little bit from the referee there, so I got caught up watching that a little bit.
42, Lizzie Keltner, that's her third, Amy's first.
That's an interesting call. Lizzie is there, set, hands straight up, and gets run into, and she picks up the foul. Who is that? Jordan Schaff goes to the line and knocks that first one down. Second one up and good.
Again, Mitchell just in a matchup press, and they fall back in the man. West Washington handles it well.
Stice runner. Gonna pick up the foul there.
She gets again the guard smacks down on the ball, and that's going to be a foul on number one Sarver, her second.
Stice going to go to the line, shoot 2. I've not been lucky giving out free throw percentages, so I'm going to stop. That one a little bit too long. Senators definitely need to knock down these free throws. That one up and good for Stice. Gives her 13. Senators have called off the press. Going to set back in their half court man-to-man.
Well, in the way the second quarter ended, where Mitchell just tried to make it a half-court game, West Washington responded very well to that. So I think not a bad call by coach. And Ryan dives on the floor, and she doesn't look.
She goes right on top of that ball.
And it looks like she might have got a shot to the face. We'll see. Hang in there. She did, I think, took one on the chin there a little bit. I looked down. The possession was pointing to West Washington, but I think they switched it real quick when they realized they needed to. And so the ball's going to go over to Mitchell on the jump ball. West Washington within 3, again, within striking distance.
They've just not been able to get ahead and stay ahead yet. Nice put up there by Taylor Duncan, but Cassidy Keltner going to come out with that rebound.
Good defense there by Lizzie. She went to a spot and went straight up and didn't move, and they there was some contact there, but no call.
Keltner up and good for the first 2 points of the game for her.
Good to see Cassidy again. I think she's certainly showing a lot more aggressiveness here in this second half.
Yeah.
3 up on the way.
No good. Russell with the rebound. Going to be a jump ball. Going to stay with the Senators.
Brooklyn Peterson on that miss. And good box out by Ryan. But she found herself in a triple team, and they was able to tie her up. And, from a press break standpoint, need to spread it out a little bit.
Yeah.
Need to get.
I'm not real sure that I like Sarah Stice taking the ball out of bounds, because she's a solid ball handler. I know she usually makes pretty good decisions out there, but we've got to have another ball handler out there on the floor.
Yeah, you're right. It kind of takes her out of that initial pass, and not a bad entry pass, but from Griffiths, but just not on the same page with Lizzie.
Yeah.
It goes out of bounds, and unfortunately another turnover for West Washington.
You know, it might be one of those where they want to look at having Cassidy take the ball out.
Yeah, Lizzie got a piece of that. I think she actually blocked that, and but Lexi just couldn't control it. It goes out of bounds, and
like I was saying, have Cass take it out of bounds, step in, and then she can get it right back.
Mm-hmm.
But that gives you 2 or 3 ball handlers really on the floor, able to get that inbounds pass.
Yep. A tough pass entry to Robertson.
It's a long or a high arcing shot, not a long shot, but.
Yeah, Cassie did all she could to block that, and she did get it over her arms, but I think with the added arch, it made it go a little short, but the long rebound goes to Mitchell, and I'm sure they're going to try to get it in here to Robertson.
And Lizzie is playing off of her 6 or 7 feet. Nice take.
Yeah, that's
Taylor
good move
Duncan
there by Duncan.
Russell already up into the front court. Kicks to Stice. Stice for 3. Bang.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, you can tell when we're able to speed it up, that's to our advantage.
Yeah, 31-31. We're tied again here.
Sarah stays in that stance. Trying to take Sarver out of the game a little bit, where she got off to a really hot start.
That one no good. Keltner with the rebound. Nice job by her.
Again, that's where a little bit of the pressure got to us, but it is going to go out on Mitchell. Sloan into the ball game. Also, number 2, Zeeks.
Like we said, as soon as Robinson comes out, Lizzie Keltner comes out and gets a blow too. So
Mackenzie Brown into the game for the Senators, Lady Senators. It's going to go off Mitchell and back.
We see the switch right here. Keltner is taking the ball out of bounds now with 3 ball handlers on the floor.
Yeah, and so now the Lady Senators should be able to get a screen, and
we try to throw over the top, but it's right to the Lady Jackets.
And Mitchell's going to call
Mitchell's
timeout.
going to take a 30-second timeout.
That's where we just need a screen. If they switch, you need to roll the basket and get it in bounds. But
yeah, that's one of those that we've got to learn. We can't always throw over the top. They're going to look to try to pick that pass off just like you do in football. When you try to throw over the top every time, they're going to start sitting back a little bit more.
Well, and if you let the defense pick a pass that they want you to throw, that's it.
Yeah.
They want you to throw the long pass because, it's just a more difficult pass. A screen across, and again, if they switch, then that means the girl setting the screen that she can seal that girl, come back to the baseline, and it's you should be able to get the ball in. But if they don't switch, the person setting the screen should be able to get the girl on that screen open. So. I guess I was a little confused too that that ball goes to Mitchell. The referee was also confused, so I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Keltner with the rebound. Lexi for 3, no good. Schaff with the rebound, coming back the other way.
Brown with the help there. That was a good help. Created a tough shot, and see if Stice can get to the rim.
Stice
and
goes
almost
up, going to get it fouled. Nice outlet ahead there by Lexi to Sarah with the spin move, and then goes up strong where she does get fouled. So Sarah Stice steps up for a free throw attempt. On up and good.
I've got that third foul on Sloan is what I've got.
Yes.
Stice puts one in, 2 for 3 from the line now.
Brings the Senators ahead by 1 here. We see Robinson come back in along with Lizzie. That one no good.
Keltner battling, and she gets it. Good battle
there.
Out
to Stice. Stice for 3.
Could be big. And again, Stice hits the 3. That's all created by the freshman doing the dirty work.
That's 6 3-pointers tonight for Stice.
Good D. We want Robertson to take that shot from 12 feet. McNeely puts a 15-footer in.
Her.
And I would say from a West Washington standpoint, that's not a bad shot. We'll let that happen.
Lizzie puts that one up and gets the bottom of the rim.
Griffiths tries to save it, but she's standing on the baseline.
Yep. 1:25 here to go in the third period of play. Lady Senators are out ahead by 2.
Zeeks tries to get the offensive started here for the Blue Jackets.
Robinson does a nice job of taking that ball, handing it off, and then going to the block and pinning Keltner down there.
Yeah, she's got that kind of that shoulder move at the block, and she was open a couple times.
Yeah.
Just didn't see her. And they're going to give Robinson a foul on that
First,
one.
second.
And so with under a minute left, West Washington has drawn 5 fouls on Mitchell. So I think free throws will become a huge part of this ball game.
Yeah.
And there's number 6. That's number 4, Duncan. With
her first.
I'm sorry, that's
Gabby
McNeely. Yep. Tried to go from memory, and it fails you every time. So one more, and West Washington will be in the bonus here in the third quarter. Get in there. It's a good shot.
It's a good shot by Lizzie.
And Sarah just takes it away. And, they're going to call a foul on Mitchell. And Sarah Stice is going to shoot free throws.
That's going to be Zeke's second, I believe. Nope, only her first. I've got her for 2, but the board only has her for 1, so we'll go with it.
For the record, I got her for 2 as well.
Stice knocks down the first one. Good news, she's hit 6 threes And three free throws. So makes for some easy math there.
That's right. It's
second one up and good.
And West Washington, their biggest lead tonight.
Yeah, pulls out to a 4-point lead. 35 to go here in the third period of play.
And man, Robson's doing a good job of presenting herself.
It's going to be a reach on Lexi.
I think it's the right call.
That's going to be 4 on her. That's probably not one that Coach Russell wanted her to pick up.
That's right. I mean, where she was out on the floor, she already has 3. A couple things to think about. I would like to see West Washington keep Mitchell off the scoreboard here.
Yeah. Be nice to go into the fourth with the 4-point lead.
They're trying to get it to Sarver.
No good.
Robinson kind of has to do the work herself and get the offensive rebound.
I don't know who they're going to call that one on. That's going to be on Lizzie. Her third.
I've got her for 4 too.
Well, apparently I can't keep fouls tonight.
Yeah.
Robinson misses that one.
Substitution will be 23.
It's certainly going to be an interesting fourth quarter.
Yeah.
It is going to be an interesting fourth quarter.
Second one
and we
up.
did. We kept them off the scoreboard, and Stice can make this shot. Man, she got hit too. But the shot no good. It's going to go into the end of the fourth quarter. West Washington leading by 4.
We're going to step aside, have a commercial break from the IHSA. We'll be back in just a moment.
Looking for future leaders we can trust and believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Indiana. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It begins by making their grades and being on time for practice. It includes learning to listen, following directions, accepting responsibility, being a good role model. And it's about respect for officials, opponents, the rules, and each other. The result? It transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. High school sports. There's so much more than just a game. This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back to live action here where the Senators do lead 37-33.
Another 13-point quarter there for the Lady Senators. Again, Stice leading the charge with 2 more 3-pointers. But, Cassidy only come away with 2 points in that quarter, but she made a big impact on the basketball game.
Yeah.
If she can keep that up, we're going to win this ball game. And I'm kind of glad Mitchell just isn't throwing it into Robinson. I see her open
she does a really good job sealing down there, whether it's Lizzie Keltner or Cassidy Keltner. She's sealing both of them.
Yeah, and they're not seeing her. Stice with the Euro step.
Euro step, no good.
And now Mitchell's going to try to run it. That's Duncan with her Euro step, and she gets it
nice
to go.
job by Duncan there for her 10th point of the night. Stice for 3.
Short on that one. So hopefully that don't affect her confidence too much. She just, didn't have her feet quite set when she let that one fly.
Sarver, who started off with 11 points in the first, hasn't scored since the first. So, that's good news for the Senators.
Yeah, I think Coach did a good job defensively switching that up. And really, West Washington comes out in a 1-2-2 zone, looks to me like. And, unfortunately, Mitchell got one to go there.
Yeah, that's Zeke's.
but we'll see how they adjust to that defense.
So we pull it even here, 37-37.
And great move by Cassidy. That is
Cassidy misses
perfect.
that one.
She shouldn't be upset with that. She did it all the right stuff.
Going to be a travel. First turnover of the fourth for the Lady Jackets. I only had them for one turnover in the third quarter. So that brings them to an even 10 on the game.
Sloan back in the ball game for the Jackets. Also number 22, Peterson. Sloan going to get a turnover. And that's going to lead to a layup for Mitchell, but they missed it. Cass, the great rebound. And Ryan with a little pressure. And now she just needs to relax, and she gets bumped.
That's going to go on number 3, Schaff, her third, maybe. We'll see. Finally got one right.
And I missed it, so it's somewhere in there.
Somewhere
I
in
had
there.
it for 2.
We missed one somewhere. We'll be surprised if somebody fouls out. Ryan Russell misses that one off the head of a Lady Jacket. They do secure the rebound.
Ryan over 3 from the line, and man, those free throws can come in handy.
Yeah.
We work so hard to get in the bonus. Need to take advantage of those. Mitchell with another missed layup. Foul's going to go against Mackenzie Brown.
We're going to see a heavy dose of the Brown twins here with the 2 fouls on Lexi and Lizzie Keltner.
Looks like number 1, Sarver, and she misses her first attempt at free throw tonight.
That one up and good. Gives the Jackets a 1-point lead at 38-37.
All right, so this is where the Lady Senators can, I still think, in a position to control the ball game. That's a foul. That's going to be free throws. It's going to go on Sloan.
That's her fourth.
I have that
Maybe.
as well. Yeah. We're both wrong if that's not the case. Oh.
So they
no,
don't.
it can't be number
can't
0.
be number 0. 0's not on the 13.
Yes, I was going to say.
There we go.
Yep. And we was right, by the way.
Yeah.
The referee got it wrong.
In comes number 22, Brooklyn Peterson.
And so Mackenzie, really important that we get these free throws to go in.
No
Man,
good.
those hurt.
Mackenzie Brown going to pick up that free throw, or that foul, sorry.
That's 2 front ends we've missed.
Yeah.
Potentially 4 points we let slip away so far here in this fourth quarter. So, again, West Washington that 1-2-2. And that's what I would do. I'd put Robinson in the middle if they just look for Sloan with the drive.
Kicks it back out.
Mitchell trying to be patient. When they have done this, it has not went well for them. It's went well for the Senators. Stice with the kind of good defensive move, but they're going to call her on a foul.
Her first of the night.
One more, they're in the bonus.
Yeah.
And our advantage goes away.
Substitutions number 1, Jordan Sarver.
Sarver comes back into the game. They throw it over the top to Robinson.
Misses an easy one. Misses. Oh, got that one to
Knocks
go.
that one down.
That's a really tough entry pass from all the way from the coach's box, but she got it to Robinson, handled it. West Washington's done all this work, and they just really need to take advantage of the rest of the way.
It's going to be the third, maybe, on Duncan.
That's what I have. And now we have 2 the rest of the way.
Yep. 4:45 to go.
4 for 6 for Stice from the line.
That one no good. That one up and good for Stice. Gives her 23. It's a pretty good night for the junior.
I would say so.
I think it's going to take about 25 to 28 for the Senators to pull this one out for her.
Yeah. And yeah, I think Coach going to make a substitution there.
Madison Brown is her second. The team's 7th on the line will be number 1, Jordan Sarver.
Jordan Sarver goes to the line. First one up and good. Her first, nope, sorry. She already scored 1 in the 4th, so her second point since the first quarter.
The Brown girls go out.
We bring in Lexi and Lizzie, both with 4 personals. That one up and good also for Sarver. I was worried there. I thought Stice was going to let that one fly.
She thought she was going to hammer it. So Sarah just needs to handle the pressure. Again, a foul is 2 free throws, so any pressure that we can create ourselves is going to be good, and that's going to be a reach.
It's going to be 22.
Foul on 22.
Brooklyn Peterson.
Brooklyn Peterson, her second.
So Cassidy Keltner steps to the line. That one no good. I know the coach, or what Coach Russell's going to say if this one slips away from the Lady Senators. It's going to be on the free throw line.
Yeah, turnovers in the first half and free throws in the second. I thought we've really done a good job in the second half on turnovers. And West Washington's going to call a timeout and talk this over down 3, 4:03 left in the ball game.
We're going to step aside, have a commercial break. We'll be back in just a moment.
Sportsmanship doesn't happen just on the court or on the field or on the mat. It doesn't happen only in the pool or on the green or the track. It also happens in the stands, on the sidelines, on the web, and at home. That's because sportsmanship is everyone's responsibility. We remind you to practice good sportsmanship at all high school sporting events. Treat athletes and officials with respect during competition and especially in social media. And support your team's coaching staff. Remember, sportsmanship has a face, yours. A message from your high school and the Indiana High School Athletic Association.
Back to live action here at West Washington, where the Lady Senators do trail by 3.
We'll see if Coach changed up the defense on this timeout. And, we've been back in that 1-2-2 zone. I wonder if we'll come out man and maybe try to jump a trap here or something, create a turnover.
We've got some new personnel, so it looks like we're going man-to-man. And
we do. And I think that's a good call.
When Lizzie's on the floor, it makes a difference. There in the center of the court. I mean, she keeps Robinson pretty honest out there.
And we got a turnover. Stice finishes this. And And no call.
No call on that one. Going to be out of bounds to the Senators.
And, yeah, I think if he calls that clean, if there's no foul there, it goes off Stice's elbow. So I think he missed it all the way around. But nonetheless, West Washington survives the possession. And right there is what we need to go with it. Great move. Great job.
Keltner up and good for 2.
Great to see the ball go in there and West Washington within 1. And now Mitchell's going to try to slow it down and take some air out of the ball.
Senators do trail by 1 here. Under 3 to go.
Again, if this was the end of the first half and Mitchell slowed it down, they ended up turning it over a couple times. Good backdoor cut there. Good defense by Lizzie. And now the possession is going to go to West Washington.
Going to be a jump ball. West Washington does get it.
Big offensive possession, and with Robertson out of the game, I think we got to go. I think we got to go to Cass down on our offensive end.
Yeah, that's one of those kind of no-brainer there. You got to go to Cass when she's out.
And it's kind of surprising why Robinson's not in the game. She shoots the free throws good. I'm off lines here. She is just 1 for 5 from the free throw line, so maybe that's the reason she's not in there.
They have
turnover. Come on, Cass, battle that.
Jump ball going to go to the Jackets.
You know, the only thing I'd like to see on the out of bounds there is an actual screen. I mean, our guards are working really hard to get open.
It seems like we're not going full speed on that out of bounds. It seems like we're taking a few steps and then kind of slowing down, and we're not getting there.
Yeah.
And then we try to throw that pass over the top, and it just doesn't work.
We'll see if we can recover here. Down 1. Good defense here. And we can have the ball with the chance to go ahead.
Stice and Russell both can play tight defense out here. You know, they're not in foul trouble, so.
We're going to go into Robertson. And great defense by Keltner. 12-footer is going to be long. And Cass, the senior, with a big rebound.
Out to Stice. Stice looks to push to Lexi. Stice for 3. No good.
Short.
Leaves it short.
But she gets her own rebound after Mitchell cannot control it.
Lexi for 3.
That
no
would have
good.
been her first points of the night, and they would have been some big ones as well. Oh, no. Yeah, coach is looking for a call for us, but it's going to be a foul.
Those of you at home can rewind that one and see that was a missed call.
Yeah. And so some big free throws here for Mitchell. Number 22, Peterson. Brooklyn Peterson on the line. And she's a freshman.
She's got 4 in the game. Knocks that one in. That one's good too. Makes the lead come out to 3.
West Washington should feel like that they don't have to get all this now. They don't have to hit a 3, although a 3 would be nice. And Sarah goes to the corner to Griffiths. Griffiths looks in for Keltner.
Keltner going to get doubled. Lizzie puts up the shot, draws nothing.
Yeah, now coach is going to ask him for some pressure. We're going to need it.
Lizzie comes out of the game. Mackenzie Brown checks in.
So a foul is just bonus. And the foul's going to go on Ryan. I got her 3rd.
Foul's on 3, Ryan Russell, her 3rd, team 9.
That one up and good.
And
gives Duncan 11.
Mitchell making their free throws down the stretch.
Yep.
Finish.
That one's going to be blocked by Robinson. Senators do retain possession. Down 5, 107 left to go. Keltner up, no good.
Foul and one.
And one. Nice job by Cass.
She missed that first one on purpose so that she can get that and one. Very heady play there by the senior.
Robinson picks up her third on that. Going to be timeout to Mitchell. Going to be a full timeout. So with that, we're going to step aside, take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Lynx Clothing and Shoes carries a wide variety of items from name brand clothing and shoes to sports apparel and sporting goods. We offer custom screen printing and embroidery, free gift wrapping, alternations, and layaway. Our hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5:30, Friday 9 to 6, and Saturday 9 to 5. We are conveniently located on the north side of the Salem Square and are a family-owned and operated business. Stop by and see us today, 812-883-4154.
Back to live action here at T. Kermit Tower Gymnasium, where the Senators do trail by 3. Senior forward Cassidy Keltner goes to the line looking to cut this lead to 2.
Yeah, that was a big play there by Cassidy. And, she missed the layup, but she stuck with it, drew a foul, and now she has a chance to, again, get it within 2, one possession either way. The Senators are certainly in this ball game.
So that one going, it's good. 2-point game.
Great second half there by Cassidy Keltner. Be a foul from
Russell going to pick up her 4th. So Taylor Duncan goes to the line. First one, no good.
We got a miss.
This is where we've got to block out. Cassidy Keltner has a job of blocking out Robinson on this side. That one good.
And it stays one possession for the Lady Senators. Griffiths over to Keltner. Keltner not wanting that one right now. 45 seconds left.
Stice looks to drive.
Gets it in the Cass. Cath's going to take it. Big shot, left it
no
short.
Good, left it
now
short.
We've got a foul. We've got a foul quick. And Cassidy with the foul. So now we're going to have to hope they miss some free throws.
Cassidy Keltner has her second. And we're going to send number 22, Brooklyn Peterson.
She hit both of hers earlier. The freshman.
Leaves that one a little short.
West Washington hanging on.
That one up and good. Gives Peterson 3 in the 4th. And a turnover for the Senators.
Yeah, West Washington needed to go fast, but we had to go fast without turnovers.
Stice reaches in, picks up the foul, only her second. So we're going to send number 1, Jordan Sarver, to the line.
On the line is number 1, Jordan Sarver.
16.6 left to go. That one's good.
Yeah, it's one of those, man. You hate to see it slip away.
Makes it a 5-point game with 16 seconds to go.
See if Senators can get a couple of these quick. Griffiths needs to make that one.
No good.
It's going to be long. Battling there is Brown. But Mitchell's going to hang on to it and going to give it to West Washington with 1.3 left.
1.3 left. There's not much you can do here on this. No 6-point bucket out there, so.
Now I think, Mitchell just can't foul, and they're going to pull out the win, does Mitchell. And just a tough one for the Lady Senators to lose in PLAC action.
We're going to step aside, catch our breath, run some commercials, get some stats figured up, and we'll be back with our postgame show here in just a moment.
Hey, honey, is this your course schedule for the fall?
Yep.
Let me see here. English, good. Chemistry, trigonometry, excellent. World history, I love world history. Baseball? Wait, baseball? Baseball isn't a course, honey.
Well, sure it is, Mom. High school sports are about so much more than winning and losing. They teach lessons that can't be taught in a classroom, like accountability and self-discipline, the value of teamwork. I may not be earning a grade, but I'm learning how to compete later in life. Isn't that what getting a good education is all about?
Yes, of course it is. I was just testing you.
What can teenagers here in Indiana learn from participating in high school sports? Plenty, as it turns out. That's why they're called education-based athletics.
High school sports. There's so much more than just a game.
This message presented by the Indiana High School Athletic Association and the Indiana Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Lynx Clothing and Shoes carries a wide variety of items from name brand clothing and shoes to sports apparel and sporting goods. We offer custom screen printing and embroidery, free gift wrapping, alternations, and layaway. Our hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 to 5:30, Friday, 9 to 6, and Saturday, 9 to 5. We are conveniently located on the north side of the Salem Square. We are a family-owned and operated business. Stop by and see us today. 812-883-4154.
Back to live action here at T. Kermit Tower Gymnasium, where the Senators do fall to the Mitchell Blue Jackets, 50-44. Scoring breakdown goes like this. Jordan Schaff has 3 in the game, all on 3 free throws. Taylor Duncan has 13. Madison Robinson has 7. The big scorer for the night for the Lady Jackets, Jordan Sharver, with 16, knocking down 5 free throws in that fourth quarter to kind of seal the game. Brooklyn Peterson has 7. Gabby McNeely has 2. And Lily Zeeks has 2. Scoring breakdown by quarter, the Jackets had 14 in the first, 10 in the second, 9 in the third, and 17 in the fourth. They were totaled unofficially with 11 turnovers. For the Lady Senators, Ryan Russell had 8, all of those coming in the first quarter of play. Sarah Stice continues her hot shooting, where she had 23. Cassidy Keltner had 8, with 6 of those coming in the fourth period, and then Lexi Griffiths had 1 free throw. Once again, breakdown by quarter. They had 11 in the first, 13 in the second and third quarter, and then only managed to get 7 in the fourth. Running score. After 1, it was 14-11 in favor of the Jackets. At half, it was 24-24 with a tie. Then in the third, the Lady Senators did pull ahead 37-33, but like I said, we're only able to manage 7 points there in the fourth quarter, where the final was 44-50 for the Lady Jackets. Matthew, thoughts on the game?
Well, we talked about it a little bit. Free throws cost us. We missed unofficially here 11 free throws on the night, and that's not taking into account some of the one-on-ones that we would have had. I know we missed at least 2 front ends. And so, free throws and then turnovers. I didn't catch how many we ended with. We had 12 at the end of the first half.
I didn't say it, but I'm sure you're probably not going to want to hear. We had 21 in the game.
Yeah, I really felt like we needed to keep that under 20 after 12 in the first half to have a chance. I think that would have been 2 or 3 less turnovers. And so, I think that's the difference. Again, if I was Coach Russell, I'd want to play these guys again because it wasn't our best outing. And so, anyway, there are a lot of things to learn from. I like the way Cassidy Keltner played in the second half. In the first half, I think we all just kind of come out flat. And I don't think too many arguments there in the first quarter. We turned around in the second quarter. We had a great third quarter. Again, tied at halftime, up 4 at the end of 3. So right where we wanted to be, just unable to close this one out with the free throws.
And like you said, it's kind of a tale of two halves. We have Cass, who really puts up all her points in the second, all 8 of them in the second half, where Ryan Russell scores all 8 of hers in the first quarter. So we can't get everybody going at once, to be able to come through and really put up the amount of points that we need to score to be successful here.
Yeah, again, some consistency would certainly provide some more leveling of the attack, and that would certainly help us too.
We're going to give Coach Russell just a second. He's walking this way, so you're gonna get to talk to him on this one. So give him just a second to sit down and.
Head varsity basketball coach for the Lady Senators, Coach Darren Russell. Coach, I blue skied on how you might feel after this one, but how do you feel on this one?
Frustrated,
Yeah.
extremely frustrated. We dug ourselves a hole early, and we came back, tied it up at half. Third quarter, was able to get a 5-6 point lead, and instead of continuing to do what we had been doing, we let them kind of dictate things. But even then, how many opportunities we had at the free throw line. That's what I told the girls. We missed so many free throws that we still win by 10 points tonight. And it's something I don't understand. I mean, I do. I mean, it's shooting here in front of people and in a game situation. But when they're shooting 75% every day in practice and then come out here and probably shoot 30% on the game or something like that.
Unofficially, I got them for 48%, but that is unofficial.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. It's probably pretty close. But, I mean, that's no excuse. And, I mean, it was people that we want shooting free throws.
Yeah.
That's the thing. But, it's like I told them in there, we're 3-4 right now, but we have been in a position where we could be 5 or 6-1. 2 overtime losses this game tonight. It's frustrating, but at the same time, it's like I told them, we got a lot of girls that are just learning to play varsity basketball.
Yeah.
And, as long as they learn from it, when we stop making the same mistakes game after game after game, then, we'll be fine come January because we can play with anybody. But, we just got to clean some stuff up, and then we'll be good.
Yeah, I thought, Coach, speaking of learning, I mean, that first quarter, I felt like a lot of it was self-inflicted, but their pressure gave us some problems.
Right.
But then we settled in. The second quarter, it didn't bother us much, and that didn't even go back to the pressure in the second half because I think they felt like that our girls did learn from kind of the stuff that was. They had some jitters. It almost seemed like here in the first quarter.
I don't think they realized, no matter what I said, how hard Mitchell was going to play. We knew that press was coming, and that's why we had Cassidy taking it out because we wanted that first pass to come in, and then they were going to trap it and get it right back to her going down the floor. And, we just freaked out and, made weak passes, didn't make the pass. And, but like you said, we adjusted to it, and they picked it up after that, and they didn't pressure us much. But
no, and so, I think, I told Craig right before you got over here, I think from a coach, you want to run that one right back. Let's get everyone back in there, start this 0-0 again, because I think if we get these guys again, which I know that we're not going to, but it's one of those things that a few possessions makes a big difference. Out of the I think the number was 21 turnovers. It was 12 in the first half, 9 in the second. Those all equal possessions. So by the time you add, you're not going to have a 0 turnover game. But if you cut just 4 or 5 of those out and make 4 or 5 more free throws, like you said, you win by 10.
Exactly, and and that's what they got to learn, and I think they will. I know they will.
Yeah.
At some point it's going to click with them, and we're going to be fine. But for some reason, we never play well against Mitchell. We beat them 2 years ago, maybe here, and that was the first time ever in school history that we beat Mitchell. Last year we went over there with a really good team and got beat by them by over 30 points. I mean, they just ran us out of the gym, and it's something psychological, and you're dealing with 16, 17, 18-year-old kids. So I mean, it is what it is. But we'll get ready to go tomorrow get ready to practice tomorrow and get ready for Perry Central on Monday.
Right, yeah, and some learning things from anybody watching the game, anybody listening. Some of these things you can learn from just from watching is free throws are important. You spend time in practice, and sometimes at all levels, I think kids can sit around and think, why aren't we running an offense, or why aren't we doing learning a new defense when it comes down to just making free throws can be so important.
Fundamentals. I mean, handling the ball, making free throws. I mean, you do that, you're going to win a lot of ball games.
Yeah. Well, Coach, not the way we like to turn it out, but again, I think overall effort was good. I think you did, like you mentioned, there was some gaps, but overall a good effort by the girls, and it was good to see. It looked like you was pretty healthy. I think Cass has come back from her ankle injury. Yeah. Everyone else on the floor looked pretty healthy. I think Ryan took a shot to the chin there throughout the game, but she got out of it.
I thought maybe she rolled over on the ball and got the wind knocked out of her a little bit or something, but. Yes, we're getting there, and I think tonight was only the third game we played with everybody. So, like I said, a lot of kids are getting some experiences that they've never had before, and that'll pay off in the long run.
Sure. Well, Coach, good job tonight, and good luck going forward.
Thank you very much.
That was head varsity girls coach Darren Russell with his thoughts of the game, and no surprise where he thought some of the areas of improvement were with the turnovers, ball handling, free throws. Again, are all things that as frustrated as a coach can be, all things that you can fix.
Yeah.
And so offensively, I thought. I thought we moved. I think we moved the ball well. We get girls shots where they need to get shots. Cassidy got some looks in the paint tonight. And anytime Ryan or Sarah anytime they catch it with just a little bit of an opening, I think you've got to have the green light with them. And so anyway, just sometimes the ball don't bounce your way.
And that's exactly what happened tonight. The Lady Senators do end up dropping this one 50-44. Matthew, final thoughts?
Final thoughts. We'll bounce back from this. It's a conference loss, but like Coach said, even though they're 7 games in and they're 3-4, we got a lot of girls playing for the first time or in the first 7 games of varsity, and as that experience continues to build, come January, we're going to be just fine.
Well, with that, we're going to sign off. This will be our final broadcast for a while. I don't believe we have any next week. We're not going to make the trip down to Perry, so I believe our next one may be I think the next live stream is the boys opener at Paoli next Friday. So we'll have Misty Jones and Mark Gibson on the call for that one. But for this one, Matthew Deaton, Craig Akers, we say thanks for watching and tuning in.
Yep, good night.